Airport Authority has been doing a new master plan for the airport for the next 20 years, and we have a $5.6 billion plan to expand and grow the airport over between now and 2037. And it involves probably roughly 60 to 70 projects over that period of time, and we have phased it. So the first phase is about $5 billion between now and 2021. The top three projects, or four probably, is the international terminal expansion, 4 more gates for international flights, 3 more gates for transborder or U.S. flights, and then a new, we call it the core project, which is a central heating plant, a sustainable energy plant, backup generators, and a new parking structure. We do detailed forecasting of our traffic and then try to predict exactly how many gates we need each year. And then we try to build in small increments so that we're not overbuilt. If you're overbuilt, then you're going to have an empty terminal and you're going to have a lot of operating costs and not much revenue to pay for it. And of course, if you're underbuilt, you're turning away traffic. So the trick is to get just the right amount of gates each year going forward, and so you balance your capital with your operating costs and your revenue. We have 2 future runway options. We anticipate that we'll have to start to consider those seriously in about 15 to 20 years when we start to hit about 34 million passengers. And so there is one possible runway out in the water into Georgia Strait, and of course you're building an island and then paving a runway. There's environmental impacts. It reduces the noise, but of course there's impacts to the water and the wildlife and fish in the water. But it's a little more expensive. The one that is on dry ground today on the Sea Island is a little easier to do, but of course there are more impacts to the community. So we will go through a very detailed public consultation and try and figure out which one is the best one to build when the time comes. During the 2017, we'll be going through project approvals and the design drawings stage of projects. You will see some tendering of the construction contracts through 17, but the main construction won't start till probably the spring of 2018.